Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots and my name is Kerr. And on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. We are just going to have to fight the noise. It's hot, the window's open, the fan's on. So let's just get through this. I need to do a really simple look today, just a very basic neutral look. So I'm going to start off with my Essence Prime Like a Boss eyeshadow base, as we always do at this point. I know I need to put this down and use a different base because I swear this is the only one I'm going to end up using ever, as long as I keep making it. It's one of those things where if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's really what this is going to boil down to. So anyways, I love this eyeshadow base because not only is it high quality, it's also accessible. The price point is available to most people, and I really appreciate that. Being able to have a high quality product and not having to like break the bank is amazing. I think I still have some glue on my lid from yesterday from my lashes. It's okay, it's fine. All right, so next we are going to go ahead and grab a flat brush, just one of these little dealy bobs, and we need a couple other brushes, one of these deals. All right, so I'm not going to put anything underneath because I can't remember if this has fallout or not. I'm using the Makeup by Mario palette. It's the Master Mattes, and I'm using it because it's a fantastic neutral palette. Probably only going to grab for a couple colors in here. Maybe a couple light colors or just a light and a dark, something like that. I think I'm just going to go with this one right here. And we're going to pop that in the crease using this brush. Real basic, you guys. I am not looking for anything amazing. We're going to do a halo. Halo is quick, it's easy. So a halo eye is just when you're taking that one color and it's going to look almost like an old-fashioned telephone, where you have a little dab here and you have a bridge and you have a little dab there, and that's it. And then in the center of it, you're going to just pop something that's a bit lighter. So you basically have a halo. Same thing on this side. We're just popping this back and forth. Very neutral. I'm sure you can see that. Super duper neutral. And let's see. For my crease, I don't know. I know that's really neutral, but maybe it's a little too neutral. Why don't we grab a slightly deeper color, this one, and see if we can build that up a little bit, just a little, just to add a little bit of depth. I don't want to go crazy, but yeah, that's better. Okay. That's really what I was looking for, is just a little bit more depth. Okay. And you can see for a halo eye, there's nothing very exact about this. It doesn't have to be like super precise. With our flat brush, let's go into the center and we're gonna grab a lighter color. So how about we do this one right here? And we're just gonna put that on the lid. That's going right there on the mobile lid. We're just patting it down. I know, very boring, but also it's a really fantastic way to do an office look because you still look polished, you still look like you did something, but it doesn't look like you went overboard either. Like you're not trying to win best in show for shadow, you're just trying to put something on your lid that adds a little bit of life. There. Really, really simple. I know. I don't typically do looks that are super duper simple like that, but every once in a while, oops, trying to put this back. Every once in a while, I just want to, oh my gosh, honestly, there we go. Every once in a while, I don't really want to do anything that's like high maintenance. I just want something that looks nice. So we're going to grab a liner. Here it is. This is Demolition by Urban Decay. It's my favorite brown liner, besides the one that's made by NYX. And we're just going to go over the lash line. I'm going to go into the waterline. Same thing on this side. And then we're going to grab a brush like this and we're going to smudge it out. Just going to smudge it. And this really helps to kind of give it that lovely, messy, smoky effect. A little bit on my lid. We'll have to fix that. Hold on. And we're going to take a little bit more right here and here. See how that kind of gives that little sunscreen. See how that gives that kind of like smoky look. Sometimes I swear I have no idea how to describe things. We'll come back in a minute with the mascara to finish that up. For my face, I'm just going to go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect to cover up some of these dark circles. They're hereditary, but I don't necessarily always want them on display. I really love this product. It's also another really accessible product in terms of the price point and the quality, but I will deduct points because I don't like the packaging. The packaging is so messy. I wish that they would figure that out. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a sponge, and I'm sorry for sniffling. I have allergies. And we're just gonna press this in. And then we're gonna go in with the Lancome Tainted All Over Ultra Wear Concealer in the shade 470. Pop that right underneath there. Love this concealer. Lots of shades, lots of undertones, something for everyone. Totally worth the spend. We're going to take that same brush or sponge we used a second ago and just press that in. we go. And then for our face, I'm going to go in with a little bit of primer. Since it's hot, I'm using the e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams. And I'm just going to pop this in the places where I usually get oily. I never would have bought this primer, but Nana, if you watch her on YouTube, she ran some raves about it being her favorite primer, and I can see why, because it really is effective. Oh my gosh, these allergies, it's crazy. We have a lot of flora and fauna out here in Seattle, so sure you can imagine there's everything in bloom. All right, that's better. And then for my face, I'm going in with the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation in the shade 3N54 parenthesis Y463. So if we are skin twins, that is the shade I use, and I use a pump and then a little pump like that. Going in with that same sponge. It's going to pop this in all the places I want foundation. And this foundation is beautiful. It really is skin-like. It has a lovely skin-like finish, but it still has good coverage. It's easy to blend as well. You don't really have to fuss with it. You're just popping it in to wherever you need it to go. Okay, that's better. And again, since it's hot, I'm really struggling right here. Hold on. That's better. Again, since it's hot, we definitely need to set this. So I'm going in to my under eye with the Pat McGrath Labs Deep Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Powder. I've talked about just the struggle of this powder because I'm just not sure. I don't know if I'm using it wrong or right or what, but I just feel like when other people use it, maybe it looks different. Or it could just be me tripping, expecting something that just isn't going to happen. But I'm still on the fence about this powder, even though I've been using it a ton. I just feel like maybe it should look different. I don't know. Do you guys have this powder? Can you let me know your experience with it? And tell me if you think I'm using it wrong or if it looks okay. It's hard to be your own judge because I don't think that we're always subjective about ourselves. So let me know in the comments if you've used this powder and what do you think about it. I bought it, so I'm using it. It's one of those deals, but I'm just like, eh. So I'm going into the rest of my face with the Ruby Kisses HD Set and Forget Setting Powder. This stuff will have you casket ready, so please be careful when using it. You don't need a lot either. Like, it's going to set your foundation. It's just going to stay. It's going nowhere. Okay. And then let's clean this up a little bit. Out here making a mess, you guys. I was going to throw on some bronzer. I don't know. I guess I will. Hold on. Some days I feel like it, and some days I'm like, really? Am I doing too much here? And let me clean up this mess I made real quick. not a mess, but it's like powder everywhere. And then here too. Do you guys wipe off your foundation bottles after you use them? I tend to keep mine relatively clean because it drives me crazy when I see there's stuff like around the nozzle. So, are you like that too? Do you like that? Let me know. This is just me being like, retentive. I have this bronzer from Mented, and it's in the shade Vacay. And this is the bronzer I have been using a ton. I have a million bronzers, and I don't know what it is about this one, but I've just been gravitating towards it, even though I do think it's a little bit too red. I wish it were a little bit cooler, but there's something about it that I really like, so that's why I keep using it. Just popping it on in that number 3 shape. So like this and this. That's how I do my bronzer, in the number 3. And I definitely blend it into my hairline. And for my blush, I really am enjoying these, let me grab these. I really like these little Giorgio Armani blushes. I have one in the shade 60, that's this one. And I have another one in the shade 40, which is this one. And they're nice. They're buildable. They look nice. I do like them. This is the corally one. I'm using the shade 40. I'm just popping that on here. May have gone a bit overboard. Let's tone it down. That's better. I have this soft focus powder that I really like from Black Radiance. I have mine in the shade, what is this? What is the shade? Why do I always do this, you guys? Oh, it's on the front, that's why. I have mine in the shade Golden Almond, and I've gotten quite a bit of use out of this. And I know that it seems like it's a really big pan, but if you're using it for all over, you'll go through it. I just feel like it ties whatever look I'm wearing into something a little more cohesive, like it balances out the tone. So I'm going to use this Kryolan setting spray. It's the Ultra setting spray, probably my favorite. Really, really strong. It's perfect though for summer. I have a fan right here, so it's perfect for summer because it will hold your makeup on all day. Like it's going to snatch you, like. But if you have a sensitivity to alcohol, it is not the setting spray for you because it is strong. I have this pencil here from MAC. It is in the shade Spiked. Chances are, if I'm wearing a pencil on my eyebrows, it's going to be MAC Spiked. And my eyebrows are tattooed, but I still like to fill in some of the sparse areas. I think I've mentioned this in a couple videos now where I just need to go in and get a touch-up. The woman that did my eyebrows did a fantastic job, but she did tell me when I got them done that over the over time, I'd probably want to come in for a couple of touch-ups. And it's been a few years, so I'm probably going to give her a call and make an appointment and get that squared away, but not during the summer. I'll do it in the fall. Let's brush this a little bit more. There we go. Not looking for perfection here, you guys. For my mascara, I have the Monsieur Big from Lancome. I love this stuff. It's a nice wet formula, and it really does add volume. If you have long lashes, you want to make sure when you're putting your mascara on to look down. If you're looking down, you may not have to worry about getting mascara on your lid, on the work that you did. And the other thing I really like about this mascara is that it dries quickly. So even though it's a very wet formula, upon application, it's dry a few seconds later. And I love that. So if you have long lashes, that's another plus if you really like a wet formula, but you don't necessarily use it because you're afraid of getting mascara all over the place. There we go. Yes, love this mascara. Let's do the bottom. And you see that I don't line my lower lash line. I really don't do it very much at all. If I line my lower lash line, it's going to be during like a bright and colorful look with a bright liner, something that is supposed to dominate that lower lash line, because if I use a deeper color, it closes off my eye. And I also feel like a deeper color, you know, like a brown or black liner on the lower lash line, it ages me. It makes me look older than I am, and I don't need that. I'm already aging just fine, thank you. Okay, that's the look. Just something really basic, something really simple, that's appropriate for a corporate environment, that isn't going to garner a lot of attention. It's just something to look presentable or put together. So let's grab a lip. Again, we're going to keep our lip a little bit neutral. So what's this? That's too deep. How about this one? This is Mahogany from NYX. It's a brown, but it has like a pinky undertone. Definitely one of my favorite pencils. I have had this pencil so many times. Ooh, I got glue on my face. Okay. And then for my lip, how about this one? From Fenty, it's Chocolatey. Stick the tongue out so we don't get lipstick on our teeth. All right, guys, a very basic look. Super duper simple, but it looks nice, right? It's presentable. It's just right for work. Anyways, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.